So in the last video, I showed you guys how you can install GTM analytics or whatever script you want on Next.js. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can set up events, specifically data layer events that GTM can listen. And this is when you have like, say you want to track when someone submitted a form, clicked a certain button, or maybe clicked mail to link, tail link, and maybe you want to track those conversions. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can set up that directly from Next.js um, and be able to recognize those events in GTM. All right, so first I'm going to navigate to the test project, and on this you're going to want to make sure that you install this third-party library exactly like this at latest. Um, just make sure to install that, as we're gonna use a module from that library. Now we head over to the code. All right, so we have two buttons that we can consider as conversions. So here, for example, if I turn on the server, we have deploy now and documentation. So maybe we want to track the deploy now button, as maybe we consider it at conversion, an important action for us. So we can set up an event for this button. And now we can do that by importing the send GTM event. We have two options. We have GA event and GTM event. So GA event, it's basically when you're using Google Analytics directly, or you're just only using Google Analytics and you want to send data directly to Google Analytics. So basically, when with these events, you can use that module and Google Analytics. It's gonna detect them. And for GTM events, it's quite different. We send a data layer event, and from GTM, we can do pretty much whatever we want with that event. So we're gonna use that for this demonstration. And we have the deploy now button. So we set up an on-click listener. We set up a custom function, and it's as simple as send GTM event, and this expects an object, and that object is we're gonna use event, as GTM can easily detect those events. So we're gonna use something descriptive um, for the action that we're performing. So this is deploy now. So we can say deploy now. Maybe if this was a purchase, you could add value and add that, or the category of the product, or you can add multiple options. Like, it really depends on your use case. Pretty much the options are limitless. GTM can see all of that, and you're just gonna like target the specific key that you want. And for this one, we can just leave it as that. Like, it's pretty simple. And we haven't actually created a GTM container for this app. So we're gonna create a GTM container and have it installed on the website. And for that, we're gonna head to Google Tag Manager. We're gonna create a new account. So just yeah, so let's just call it data layer test. And for the website, doesn't really matter. It's just to help you better identify what this container is for. So for this one, we can just say and it's a web container. So yeah, we hit create, we accept these options right here. We go yes, and now we have our container. And here we only care about the ID. Since we're using the Next.js third-party library, we're just gonna install it right here. Tag manager. And for that, you only need the ID. And you install it right here. Wait, actually, I think it's within the body. Yeah, like that. So here, we just paste the ID that we got from GTM. Make sure you don't leave any extra spaces here because otherwise it won't be recognized. All right, so we save that. We go to our website and use Tag Assistant, and we'll see the container now installed on the website. So now that we have our container installed, we're just gonna wait for this event on GTM. We're gonna head to Google Tag Manager. We're gonna hit preview, the local host, we hit connect. Now you see right here, Tag Assistant connected. We hit back. Yeah, we see like no tags because really we don't have any tags created or any trigger. But if we head to the website, now we click on this button, we should see an event in Google Tag Manager. You see this dataLayer push event, deploy now. So we only care about this event, and now with this event, like we can do so many options. So in Google Tag Manager, we can create a new tag. We're just gonna close this for now. So we can create a new tag. So maybe let's just say we're sending data to Google Ads, and maybe this is an important conversion for us. So Google Ads conversion tracking, conversion ID doesn't really matter. Like you can just go with whatever number, conversion label as well. It's not really that important. Uh, what you should always consider is that when you expand the advanced settings right here, make sure you're using once per page for events that are only supposed to happen once, so that way you're not counting additional conversions, or maybe let's say that for some reason the event triggered twice on a single action within the website. So when we use once per page, we make sure that we only capture one event, and that one event is going to be sent to Google Ads rather than sending two events. So for the trigger options, we're just going to add a new one, and here you see that we have a costume event, and the event name, that's going to be deploy now, I believe we call it. So that's the events that we have. So yeah, deploy now. Yeah, this fires on all custom events. Maybe you can have any, yeah, you can set up filters here. Like for example, if you want that event to only fire on a specific page path, or maybe some other options in here. Like pretty much the options are limitless what you can do, but let's keep it simple. All custom events, save. In here you probably want to use something descriptive, so deploy now, trigger, save, and just deploy now tag. Maybe to, for you as a reference, you can use GAds. This just basically helps you identify your tags better and help you know what a specific tag is for. And this is when you have like multiple tags and you just want an easy way to know where that tag is sending data to. So maybe you want to add Google Ads right there. As you can see, when we now have the tag, we haven't published the changes, but if we go to preview, connect again to the website, we see it's loaded. So you see right here, tags not fired. So this tag has not detected the event yet. But now when we click deploy now, we head back to tag assistant. Now we see tags fired and it fired one time. We click on it, we see messages where this tag fired. We click on this and we see the trigger that we set up. So yeah, that's basically how you can set up custom events for your website. Like there's multiple options, like maybe let's say you have a form on your website. So, for form, you can just say on submit, and here you can just have a custom function. And within this function, like you can have some custom logic, and in between that logic, you're gonna want to use the send. Here you just use the object, use the event key, and let's just say that this is maybe your contact form. So let's just say this is contact submission. And now when you submit the data, Google Tag Manager will see this event and will trigger on this event, like using your custom trigger. So if you want to set up a custom trigger for that, then you will have to use this exact name right here, contact submission like that. And also when you're sending data to your backend, maybe you also want to capture the submission data, like the name or email. So that's really helpful when you're using enhanced conversions in Google Ads. So maybe we can have a new nested object like form data. Now we have another object, like we have the name, and like if you have a variable right here, like have the name or something like that. You're probably not using the variables right here. You're probably gonna be using the React state. You can obviously use that data and send it here, like for whatever variable you're using, you can just have it here, name, email, and you can send that data and GTM will see that, and you can then create a custom logic to capture that data and set it up for enhanced conversion. So that's really useful for that. Let me know if you would like to see how to set up enhanced conversions with Next.js and GTM. Yeah, pretty much like if you have links as well on your website. I mean, these two buttons are links. But let's just say that maybe you have a tail link, for example. So when we click on this, we can also set a custom event, send GTM event, and for this, we're just gonna say that the event that we want to capture is called phone click. Now note that for whatever call to action or phone link that you have on your website, you can also set an event for that. Same goes for mail too. Yeah, exactly the same logic. You can, yeah, just gonna see that event, you can capture it, set up your tag, and send it to the marketing platform that you're using. Yeah, that's pretty much how you set up events from Next.js. It's really nice and simple because it offers this module that you can use. Let me know if you would like to see an in-depth um, videos about this